Hey everyone, it's Paul with Washington Pro Carpet Cleaning. This video is about getting out of the trap of debt and the economic system as we know it. It's slavery at an economic level. What do I mean by that? I mean that the bigger companies that have all the money will pay you just enough money to be able to get into debt, because you can't buy a car with cash or a house or anything. You really have to finance. So the banks love that. Then they pay you, your employer pays you just enough to make the payments, but you don't have enough to really live a fulfilling life. And if something happens, boom, you're in financial ruins. So just so you understand the economy and the way it works, and I mean, the United States is one of the greatest places to live in, but there's poverty everywhere, and that's how they trap people into a lifestyle of poverty. Maybe not at this lower or higher level that's indicated in the picture, but you stay just working for the man. You come home, you're tired, you scream and yell at your family. You know, there's things they need, things you need. And that's why if you have an opportunity to get into a business, you should go for it. Now, I'm not a mentor. I'm not advocating that you quit your job and start a business. But I've been doing self-employment all my life. So I have a little bit of knowledge on the subject. And I'm not extremely wealthy, but I'm debt-free. I live the lifestyle that I want to live every day, and that's what it's all about. And if I can help you, that's what I want to do. So here I am heading to work. I'm in the state of Washington, up in the Northwest. It's usually very cool. It's 106 degrees today. We got a heat wave. So your boy is going to be trying his best to stay cool. You probably hear the air conditioner in my vehicle running. I gotta run it while I'm at lunch and get this video posted for you guys. So if you're gonna start a business and you have a limited income, can you start it with an Oreck orbiter and a few minor tools? Yes, you can. So an Oreck orbiter, has gone up in price from about $219. I think they're now $460, but I saw them on Walmart this morning on sale for $360. You want the Oreck Orbiter XL Pro. And then you need yourself a vacuum. So if you can come up with $360, get yourself the machine, and when the wife's not looking, steal the vacuum out of the closet, throw it in your car or your van. Now you're ready, almost ready to roll, I should say. However, a nice commercial vacuum sanitaire is only $115 on Amazon. So eventually we'll get to that level. And then you need a pump-up sprayer. You can get a cheap pump-up sprayer from Home Depot or your local hardware store for about 20 bucks. You can advance into a lithium-powered battery-operated one like I use on my commercial jobs, or the work sprayer if you look at my other videos. Now, here's the trick about going into business on your own. Too many guys went out a couple years ago or a year ago and tried to start a business, and I know they're not able to advance because I can't help you. You can't call me, and I'm not going to coach you. You got to do things right. So the trick is get you a commercial account like this building here. It's a condo building. It's got tons of units. People move in and out. And they're tiny, tiny spaces that are carpeted. And that's what you're looking for. You don't want any great big areas. Eventually, you can. I do the hallways in this building for about $4,000 once a year. And that takes me a good 6 to 7 hours to complete the job. Now, if you're new, and of course, we know you're not going to have a bunch of money, you know, you might even go and sell some stuff on Craigslist, earn the money, do some side hustles on the weekend, whatever you got to do to be able to get the equipment. And then, like I said, when the wife comes home and her vacuum's gone missing and the couch is gone and your 5-year-old son standing there looking for his bed, tell him, hey kids, we're getting out of slavery. daddy or mommy is going to make this work. So anyway, I'm just teasing with you there. But whatever you got to do, get you the equipment. And then there's my van out there, a little Nissan NV200. Love that little thing. But anyway, you want to somehow get started. You don't want to quit your job. You don't want to jump into the deep end and not be able to swim out. So you get you the equipment and you start going out and you get accounts. You cannot sit and wait for the damn phone to ring. Get out of the house, knock on doors, make flyers, get business cards from Vistaprint, and go to these businesses. Clean up, wear a nice collared shirt, hand out your cards, offer free demos, whatever it takes, and get in and get those accounts. Okay? Too many people tell me, hey, I got started, but I'm just waiting for the phone to ring. Well, guess what? You're going to wait for the phone to ring, and it ain't going to be a customer. It's going to be your debt collector, and they're going to say, hey, we're kicking your ass out of the house because you're not paying your bills. And then you're one step closer to that road rage incident where you spend 15 to 20 locked up in prison getting your necessities, food, clothing, and shelter through the prison system. You do not want that. So don't just jump in and sink or swim. That's not the point here. And I'm showing that you just need to tilt back this commercial vac to adjust it. And then I'll show you if you tip that forward, then hit your lever, it drops down simple. Anyway, back to basics. So you want to get you a few accounts, okay? You want to get you a Google Business Maps page. Put pictures on it every day. Put content on it every day. They offer you a free website. You just need to look at it. Do not call me and ask me or want to pay me to set you up on the Google Business Maps or any of that. I'm sorry. I love you guys. I'm giving you this free content. Watch my videos. I got a link to one of the best suppliers in the United States, Encapstore.com. It's foolproof. And that's the second thing. So you need to get you an Oreck orbiter, a pump-up sprayer. You need to get you a vacuum. Now you need to have the proper chemicals so you don't end up screwing up somebody else's carpets. Practice in your house. Watch videos on identifying fibers. Some fibers are wool, natural. Some are synthetic, olefin, nylon, Berber. Some are a combination, a mixture. You cannot clean wool with a high pH detergent. Period. You'll ruin it. It'll turn brown. You could cause permanent damage. So what do I got for you? Green Dragon. It's a powdered based 6-pound jar of carpet cleaning, upholstery cleaning, tile and grout cleaning solution. It is foolproof. It is safe. Read the labels. Go on Encapstore.com and read the label. I hand it to my customers and let them look at it. Now, if you don't really know what you're doing, because the carpet cleaning industry is not a licensed industry, I do recommend you take some courses. The IICRC offers them online, but you can get to that. Do you need a license right away? No. Do you need insurance right away? No. Do you want to get that? Yes. Okay. So Green Dragon is safe on everything. Wool, cotton, upholstery, doesn't matter. You're in good shape with that. So trust me, you'll thank me later if you're starting a carpet cleaning business. Because if a guy tells you, oh yeah, go get you some of that Purple Power degreaser, that crap will clean the hell out of carpets and furniture. Yeah, it might make them look good for the first hour, but a couple hours later when it dries and it gets alkaline burnout and wick back, now you're scared to death and you want out of the business. So don't do that. Watch my videos. Watch videos from Green Rhino. Watch videos from OxyDry. Watch videos from Advanced Cleaning. Watch Truman Steamers. Start finding these people. There's a lot of good ones. I'm sorry if I missed you, but watch these videos. A lot of these guys will take the time. They will take phone calls and help train you. I'm at a level where I'm not able to do that. I'm pretty busy. I kind of work solo. Sometimes I have a helper. But anyway, back to business. And then if you want a wagon like I have to haul it all in, just go to Home Depot or your local hardware store and steal one of theirs out in the parking lot and just paint the... I'm just kidding. Don't do that, okay? That's your second 15 years locked up and incarcerated. But it can be frustrating. My local Walmart sells those little buggies for $38, and it's a lifesaver. I throw the vacuum, the Oreck, my pads, my sprayer. That's the other thing about Encapstore.com. You get all your pads, you can get equipment there when you're ready to grow. Damon Williams is the owner. He's absolutely awesome. Reach out to him by phone. He is busy also, but he's more than happy to give you advice. He has articles on his website. If you scroll down to articles, man, there's a ton of information. Both VLM and steam cleaning, portable, whatever. But if you're just trying to break free and you want to start a carpet cleaning business and you don't have no money, well, here you go. And I'm not above, or I wasn't above. When I had a hard time starting my business, I went down, some of you guys have heard me in the past, I went to the labor force, local labor force. And they said, well, come back tomorrow and have some tall rubber boots. And I thought, oh, geez, what am I doing? And I was standing in concrete while the big truck, the big mixer, loader, whatever they call it, I had to move it around while it dumped the concrete and then get the hell out of there. And I also worked at the big football stadium in the heat, sweeping up cigarette butts, popcorn, picking up trash, wiping down seats. So we've all been there. Come on. And I grew up as a little boy who didn't have much money. And just so you can relate, I mean, I finally got my first bicycle when I was, I think 11 years old. I was so excited. It was a Mongoose. And it was the one with the special mag rims. And man, I loved it. I locked it up in my garage. I had my friend over at the house, and he was going to spend the night that night, and called his mom. His mom said, come home and get your overnight backpack. So he said, Paul, can I take your bike home real quick? I'll just be quick and get the backpack and come back. So he was my trusted friend. Yeah, no problem. So he takes off. About an hour and a half, 2 hours later, my mom calls me to the door, and his mom and my friend Chris are standing at the door, and he's crying. First thing I'm thinking is, oh, damn, that silly bugger. He probably got hit by a car. But no, my bike got stolen. He left it out in the front yard, went in the house, got his backpack, grabbed a sandwich. When he came out, it was gone. When you're living in the restraints of a low-income family, I think it took my grandma and an aunt and my mom in order to buy the Mongoose bike. I think it was $180, which was pretty expensive for a bike. I mean, I could have got one from Goodwill and been quite happy, but they knew that, I really wanted one, and I waited a long time. So, but standing there and hearing that, I knew, I had that feeling. You guys have had that feeling. It's over. I'm not going to have a bike again. I mean, hell, it took me 11 years to get the first one, right? So I worked hard. I always work hard. I don't have any debt, and I'm not bragging. I'm trying to instill upon you, you gotta break free from the economic system, okay? And I don't mean head for the hills, live out in the woods, move up to Alaska, whatever. I mean, not that I haven't thought about it, but you learn to communicate. Get books, go to the library, get online. Sometimes the information you get on the internet isn't really that great. A solid book on the subject of customer service, or how to get customers, or how to build a business, is a solid foundation. I highly recommend it. So, anyway, You can start a carpet cleaning business. Now, again, do not dive in the deep end, quit your job, and end up in a worse situation than you were before, or worse, incarcerated, because we all know the stress that comes with not having that money. So, and money is the root of all evil, yes, but it can also do a lot of good. And I'll tell you, when things hit the fan and you're sitting on a little nest egg of money, you're going to feel a lot more secure about your next 30 to 60, 90 days of what you can go out and accomplish or how you can resolve the problem. So it's just a breather. Money is the way, if you're going to live in this society and this democracy the way it is designed to run, then you're either going to be part of the system and you're going to make money. And a service business is great because now nobody can do carpet cleaning through an online website. You got to show up with equipment and clean carpet. So we're almost foolproof there when it comes to recession. I've stayed busy during the 2008 crash, all kinds of times during my lifetime. I've stayed fairly busy. Here's the Galaxy mop pad. It's a scrubbing and microfiber pad. I'm pre-wetting it, wringing it out, and I already pre-sprayed the carpets. I'll be using this to do the cleaning. And this video is just mainly talk about getting into the business and what to do, not training. But you can watch these videos. Could you show up at your commercial account and duplicate what I just did? Yeah, you could do it if you're 16 years old, 30 years old, 50 years old, 70, some 80-year-old, 90s, they're in great shape. You could do this. It's 24 pounds and a wagon, and just go out and get you these accounts. Now here's the additional thing. I modified this because the top broke and I covered it with a screen, and there is a kill switch on there that you want to still have access to in case something happens if the machine doesn't shut down at the switch. If it didn't shut down at the switch and I couldn't get it to stop, I'd probably open the window and throw the son of a bee out. It'll stop when it hits the ground, right, guys? Anyway, so here's the deal. Say I got started and I'm hustling on the weekends or my days off. I'm still doing my job. I'm still trapped at that poverty level. You know, my boss is keeping me employed. That's okay. But what I'm doing is I'm building it up on the weekend. And Tommy from the Green Rhino, if you pull up Green Rhino on YouTube, check his channel. There's a prime example. That guy's a hard-working dude, man. Spent his whole life working, or a lot of his life working for the man. He always had a side hustle going, whether it was selling t-shirts or motorcycle fairings or helmets. I can't remember what it was, but he didn't just jump off the cliff. And then he did his side hustle with the carpet cleaning business, and over time he developed it. And one day his boss said, "Hey, no more job, no more money, sorry about your luck." Well, guess what? He was ready. He jumped into it. He had already been side hustling, and there you go. It's a great story, and he does offer a course as well. Wow, looks like I just bought that. Actually, these things pop off. I'll snap it back on when I'm done. But anyway, say you're out and you're doing this small account. You were able to secure this. You're cleaning the carpets. Someone moved out. And eventually you're going to offer the hallway or maybe some tile and wood. So you offer the hallways. You quote them, I do this place for $4,000. Say you quote them $2,500 because you want to get going. You want some extra money. You go to Home Depot or your local hardware store. For a couple $100, you can rent a 175, the bigger machine, a bigger step up from this, and get you some pads, use your same chemical, the Green Dragon. And now, have your wife come help you like I do. She can vacuum, you can run the machine, she can manage the cord. Bada boom, bada bing. You get $4,000, or say you did it for $2,500. It's mainly costing you just the labor and maybe a couple hundred to rent the machine. Or if you get in the industry and you meet other carpet cleaning guys, maybe they'll lend you a machine for the day. Or maybe they'll do the job and they'll split it 50-50 with you. There you go. Entrepreneur, right? But from there, you want to buy your wife that couch you sold on Craigslist and get her own vacuum. Since we went to Craigslist to get started. I'm just kidding. But don't immediately reinvest that money into bigger equipment. Keep doing what you're doing. Put a little money away. Start chipping that debt down. Start getting that debt down to where now the money at your regular job is not, $390 for your car payment. That credit card's maxed out at $16,000 and you're paying $120 the minimum payment, which only $20 every month of that's going towards the principal or the balance, and the rest is interest for the man. That's economic slavery. Okay. But start chipping away at that. Some debt is good. Don't get me wrong. You can look that up yourself. I'm not here to go into all that. This is a video for someone who's got no money, wants to start a business, okay? You can learn more on how to invest and what to do, and I use debt to my advantage. And it's not debt when you have the money or the ability to pay it off. But what you're doing is you're leveraging somebody else's money. Now you're basically the slaveholder to the credit card. I'm sure they get pissed off. I'll buy something for $8,000 and before they're able to get any interest, the end of the month or within 2-3 months, I paid off in full. So now they're working for me. I'm not working for them. And being a poor kid like I was, I do have an Amazon credit card. I go on Amazon all the time. I get 5-6% cash back on every purchase. And since I didn't get much when I was a kid, I got a bad habit of going on Amazon and ordering a bunch of little trinkets. I like to get gifts at my doorstep. I cannot lie. So I've even got bikes delivered, it. So, but I've earned it. And I use the 5 and 6% cash back to continue buying, purchasing items that I want or gifts for free on them. I pay the card off in full. So there you go. You can do it, okay? And you just gotta have the will and the desire and go out, go after it, get it. I mean, sell the things you don't need. I mean, there's something in your garage. There's, maybe you've got, furniture you're not using that could be useful for someone else. Look at things like that, see what you can do. If you're a really good entrepreneur, you can start flipping some stuff. Find a sofa, go to the free section on Craigslist, find a couch, find a love seat, find a recliner that someone's giving away for free. Go pick it up, bring it back, go buy you a cheap can of 409 carpet cleaning upholstery foam, spray it down, scrub it with a brush, and then wipe it down with a clean cloth and list it for $50 or $100 and start making your money that way. I mean, what do you think Goodwill operates on? You give them free stuff, they kind of clean it up, people buy it. One man's junk is another man's treasure. Remember that. So you're not stuck, and you just have to use common sense. You know what I mean? If you don't have the common sense and you think that I started a business and I don't get no work. You've been in business a long time. You're lucky. Man, I'm just going to sit here and watch TV and eat my bowl of Fruit Loops and hopefully my phone rings. Then you're destined. You're doomed. Get back in the system. Plug in. And be poor the rest of your life. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. And again, I'm not your mentor. I'm not a business or life coach. So do not ask me or call me for, information outside of, a minor comment here and there. Don't give me a whole book. Hey, how do you do this? How do you do that? What do you do this? What do you do? Okay, watch my videos. I got over 700 videos. You'll find answers in a lot of those. And watch other people's videos. Or find somebody like Tommy, the Green Rhino. He's a mentor. Truman Steamers. He's very expensive. I think it's $600 a day for a ride-along. But he'll do it. I can't do that. My insurance liability, I don't have the time. I don't want to do it. And I can't spend my time regressing back to the very beginning and trying to help somebody. I've done it, don't get me wrong. Since I started these YouTube videos, I actually helped a friend of mine. I built his website. I set his page up. I even put some of my before and after pictures every week so that he was relevant on Google. And he sat on his hands and let me do all the work. He made a few $100s here and there. And then he cried and complained because, Paul, I'm not getting the work you're getting. I'm still driving my Honda Civic. And I really would like to advance out of the Oreck business, but I can't do it because I'm not making any money. And the wife's not happy. She wants me to quit. My mother-in-law says I'm a damn failure. And my own parents are wondering, what the hell are you doing? Are you a janitor? Not that there's anything wrong with janitors, but you got to do it. If you can't do it, don't do it. But I think everyone can. I know you can. You just got to get started. So start yourself a small carpet cleaning business. Stay in the commercial realm. There's my lunchbox. I'm going to have my lunch, and I'm going to post this video, and it's going to help somebody. I know you're out there. You could do this. Male, female, whatever. Old, young. Get you a machine. Believe in yourself. Get started. Use Encapstore.com for all your supplies, equipment, and chemicals after you start to grow. And you'll be successful. I've been there. I know what it's about. I've had financial difficulties when I got started. And yes, I was one road rage incident from being locked up for 20 years. Trust me, I know the feeling. So keep the faith. God is good. You can do this. Just get educated.